This year has been completely hectic, and basically in this video I want to be having a conversation between you and I, and for us to have a complete understanding that you are not alone when it comes to this battle between depression and anxiety. That I am here for you and that you are here for me. So welcome to another episode of Points of Perspective, a place where I hope that my truth is not your lie. I'm your boy Alex Magee. Let's get this conversation rolling. So between last year and this year, there have been so many things that have been happening that have all of us in like depression. And there's countless of reasons, like we can list them all. From losing relationships, losing employment, losing family members because of the pandemic or any other reasons, health issues. It can be street violence, people getting locked up. There's all different type of reasons why we lost people. Differences of politics, situations between the vaccination, not taking the vaccinations, people becoming radicals because of what they're conditioning themselves. People are having so many different types of losses, it's not even funny. And what's even sad to say is before all this stuff even accumulated, a lot of individuals is even suffering from things prior to all this stuff that's stacking on top of each other. So now it's like, how can they handle all this new shit that's going on? How can they take this burden? How can you take this burden? It's hard to carry. So now you're having this amplified depression and anxiety, and it's hard for you to even like have hope to your future, and you don't know what to do. But the thing is that you're not alone in this, and there's so many individuals that feel the same way that you do. So what can you do? Continue to have hope, and it's so much easier said than done. And the thing is, I don't have all the answers, and it sucks. But I know for me, what keeps me going to keep trucking and keep going forward is the people around me that love me, the people that's rooting for me. You know, like I can speak about my experiences, but I'm not sure how motivational that can be for you, because I know I don't have it the worst. But the only thing that I can say is that I can only try my best to try to like keep pushing you forward. I mean, I think that's another reason why like sometimes some of my content here on YouTube is like to try to like root for the underdogs, to motivate people to keep going forward in my own kind of way. I know I'm not the best, especially since I'm an introvert and I don't really see myself as the type of person to have leadership qualities. But like even my situation from last year, you know, when I actually gotten myself towards the edge so much that I had to spend like a week and a few days in the hospital because of my depression. I almost lost that battle, you know, and it was to a point where it was like, it was hopelessness for me. Like I thought like I was done for, but it couldn't be. I couldn't be done, because I knew for a fact that I had like people that's in my corner that's rooting for me. So I couldn't just do something that I would regret. Sorry if that's a trigger for some folks, but I couldn't. And so many things that actually led up to that point is like my health issues, because you know, I suffer from vertigo. I have a bad foot injury that doesn't heal, and because of a breakup. And thinking back at that, I shouldn't have even let it control my mindset like that. Granted, don't get me wrong, like I understand that like certain circumstances in people's lives, it pushes them to that edge. But I also do understand that I also suffer from depression and anxiety, and I also have mental illness that I'll explain in another video during a different time. But that's something that, certain things isn't easy. When things hit you because you're going through so many other circumstances as well, and then when things pile up on you, then it's like you don't know how to take it because things is just stacked up on you. So you're just like, things is crazy. It's not laughable. I'm going off a whim here trying to explain this to y'all. So things get difficult, things get tough, and then you don't know how to handle it. So now you're at this point where it's like you're feeling hopelessness, but at the same token, you try to add a little bit of logic in there in your head, because depression, when you're in the extreme form of it, it's like a broken bone. So if you don't do anything to heal your depression or to fix your depression, you don't want it to grow in a bad place, in a bad way. Because when it heals wrong, and then you're forever changed. So I know when certain circumstances happen in my life, I immediately try to get help for it. So that was me. Because I know if I left myself alone, then I don't know how. You get the gist without me trying to explain too much in the camera, and I don't want anybody watching this video to be triggered if I say the wrong things. So I also want you to know, you being a person that you go through your depressions, your anxiety, and you go through your stressful situations, that you're not alone. You're definitely not. And I will hope that you don't feel like a person that is alone. And to keep it quite frank with you, if you do feel like you are, you don't know me. It's a huge possibility that if you are watching this video, that you don't. Leave me a comment down below. I'm willing that if I do see a comment, I'll respond to you. I'll type you a message back. And I won't ignore it. Don't get me wrong. I know things for me can be a little hectic. It might be hard for me to always reach out. But if I see it, I'll definitely respond. Even if you just need somebody to chit chat back with, or if you want to express your situation, I'm not the man that have all the answers. That's a definite fact. I never claim to be perfect. I'm not a guru of any sort. But I am a person who's sympathetic and I have tons of empathy. That's just my character. Many of my friends can tell you that. And I hate when somebody is going through something. I have one of those, they call me an INFP characteristics, if you know anything about the 16 personalities. And I am the type of individual who, if I see somebody in trouble, I like giving advice. I like being able to be the ear. I like being able to be like, okay, if you want me to help you with something mentally, I like to give my input. Being a consultant, if you will. That's just part of my personality. That's who I am. That's something I can't help. I have to emphasize that, so if I'm sounding redundant, excuse me. But it's just me learning how to be my authentic self. And that's something that I'm teaching myself. And I'm deciding to do that with this video. So that's another reason why I'm not the usual chipper with my radio YouTube voice as well. This is how I usually sound. My voice is a lot deeper than my last previous videos where I'm speaking like this and I'm projecting my voice. Nah, I don't feel like doing it for this one. This is how I really sound like. And there's so many other branches when it comes to mental health as well. So I want us all to just try to just give us things to look forward to. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it is so much easier said than done. But I'm passionate when it comes to that. And I know what works for me or what works for you might not work for anything else. But it saddens me when I go to TikToks or other YouTube videos when certain individuals, they're given signs of like giving up. When they're speaking their minds about like, if I lose to the battle with the it hurts when I see that. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. It definitely do. So basically, I just want you to know that you're not alone with this at all. You're not. And I'm not sure like what I can do to help others, but I hope that somebody will see this and just be like, yo, maybe leaving a comment or knowing that there's somebody that can relate in some kind of way will at least be like, okay, well, you know what? I'm thinking these thoughts and I'm no longer thinking them no more. Maybe I can leave a comment, and having a conversation can at least put a halt on whatever it is that they're thinking about. When it comes to individuals, right? When they leave comments, it can have a conversation and they're speaking to people who can relate and their thoughts resonate. That can possibly stop somebody if they're thinking dark thoughts. That's my goal. If it can stop one person from doing something, one, that's what I care about, honestly. So thanks for tuning in. I don't need no outro. I'm gonna stop it right here.